This is Wendy Servey. I'm from the Los Alamos Fire Department. I'm the Deputy Fire Chief. And thank you for inviting me to the Toppers game today. Now we have a recruit, Academy 31 going on. They're in their recruitment period. They'll be done in May. And we're also recruiting for another academy right after that. If you enjoy fitness, if you enjoy teamwork, you work well with others, you have a dedication to your sport, then you're probably going to have a dedication to the team. And that's what we're looking for, because firefighting is a team sport. A lot of times we have to collaborate with a lot of agencies in the area as far as the community, the police department, the hospital. So you have to have good people skills, and I know that Toppers have good people skills. We're also looking for some people who have dedication to what's going on or the task at hand. Firefighting is a team sport, so we would welcome anything that you can give to us, because we're looking for you, and go Toppers.
Hello, I'm Deputy Chief Oliver Morris of the Los Alamos Police Department, and I just want to take a few moments of your time to talk about some safety initiatives that we want to bring forth to the community as the 2022-2023 school year starts in Los Alamos. School is right around the corner, and we want to remind parents and students to make sure that you leave enough time to get to school on time so we're not rushing. As you can see behind me, all school zones are 15 miles an hour when students are going to school, even if they're not present. So let's slow down and just make sure our students are safe. Secondly, I want to remind us that when the buses are stopped and their stop signs and lights are activated, we want traffic to stop in both directions to allow time for students to cross the street to keep them safe. The other thing I want to talk about is our school campuses. It's important to remember that during school, campuses are closed to the general public, as well as the playgrounds and facilities while school is in session. This also includes Sullivan Field and the Sullivan Field parking lot. We want to make sure that school is meant for just school hours and school staff. Please check in with the staff regularly if you're going to be planning on visiting our campuses. We have a long history at Los Alamos to have amazing school resource officers. These officers are there to provide an atmosphere of safety and security for our students and faculty, but they're also there to foster positive relationships with students. So we use our school resource officers just to ensure that everything is safe in our schools. The other thing I'd like to direct our community to is on the losalamosschools.net website. If you click on the Safety and Wellness section, you will see that there's the See Something, Say Something app. This app is a great tool to report anything that has to do with safety, whether it's bullying or whether it's a suspicious person on campus or anything you think is safety related for our schools. Please use this app to report any suspicious behavior so that we can work in concert with the Los Alamos Public Schools to make sure everyone is safe. And that's the final message that I have for you today. And I just want to make sure that we have a safe and fun school year, and go Toppers.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful morning here in White Rock, New Mexico, where this morning it will be a doubleheader softball game against the Los Alamos Hilltoppers taking on the visiting Pojoaque Elkettes. And so the Hilltoppers coming into this ball game, Mike, so they've just lost. They have lost a couple, and so we'll see how they rebound from all of that. Let's see, their last two games they lost, and they lost to Robertson 9-7. They lost to Moriarty, another district opponent. They lost that one 7-6. And so we'll see how they do today, Mike, here in this beautiful morning. It's a little tiny chilly, but it's going to be it's going to warm up to be a very nice day here in White Rock. This is Gene Martinson along with Mike Mays. It's going to be our pleasure to bring you this doubleheader today between the Los Alamos Hilltoppers and the Pojoaque Elkettes. This is a district contest, of course, and the Hilltoppers right now sitting. They lost the district game to Moriarty, so they're down one right now against Moriarty. But the Hilltoppers Well, we'll see how they do this morning here against another district opponent. And we're about ready to start here, Mike. They're just they're not wasting any time getting things going. The Hilltoppers right now are 10-6 overall and 3-1 in district, having lost that ball game to Moriarty. And we're about ready to go. And Pojoaque will be up first, Mike. Who's coming up for us?
Well, for the Elkettes this morning, we're going to start things off here in the top of the first inning with Annika Dobra. She is the right fielder. Then she'll be followed by Alexis Aragon, the designated player. Marissa Martinez bats third. She is the catcher. And if anybody gets on for the Elkettes in this top of the first inning, Amaya Gonzalez is a cleanup batter, and she is also the second baseman. Toppers out in the field today. They are going to start Michaela Guillen, as she is at first base. Hannah Bergerman will be at second base, the shortstop. Abigail D. Herrera. And at third base, Micah Stanfield. She's a flex player today, by the way, in this first game. In the outfield, they got Reina Naranjo. She is in left field. Maria D. Herrera is in center field. And the right fielder is Sydney Kitts. Behind the plate this morning, Ileana Garcia. And starting on the bump for the Toppers here in the top of the first inning, Nadia Cedillo. So Cedillo will face Dobra, Aragon, and Martinez coming up. And stepping up to the plate is Annika Dobra, the right fielder. And we are just about ready to go.
Yeah, we are. And so they waste any time getting things going here. And so Annika Dobra, the first batter for Pojoaque, will face. And so the first pitch comes across, and let's see, you call it a ball or strike? Oh, no, tip.
It was bunt attempt, and that bunt went straight back. So
that's going to make it strike two right off the bat. So Annika Dobra facing 0-2 right now. Down here in this one, there's an attempted bunt on 0-2, and it's 2-2. I'm sorry, let me correct the count, because I was going to say if she just bunted that on strike two, she's gone.
And two bunt attempts here for Dobra, and both of them fouled off.
So she swings at this one. This one also goes foul right up against the first base dugout. So
I think that went in the door, actually. So obviously, Annika has a problem with somebody on the bench. So must be a little tension there.
Oh, they said, yeah. I should have scooped it up and thrown it to first. Anyway, so right now it's still a 2-2 count for Dobra, and this one, whoa. Right above the knees or right at the knees, and so we have a full count right now, starting things off. So the pitcher for Los Alamos, she's throwing a bunch of pitches here to Annika, and Annika fouls it off to the first base dugout again.
Good fastball on the outside corner, just Annika barely able to get the
she's swinging late.
Top of the bat. Yeah, way late on that.
She's swinging late on most of them. And so that's whoa.
Wow, very, very close pitch. And that's going to bring the count full.
Full count.
I thought that got the inside corner. May have been a hair low. I guess that's what they called.
Yeah, this one is low. And so Dobra finally ends up drawing a walk, finally.
Unfortunate for Nadia. They're up 1-2 in the count, but Annika able to foul off several pitches and finally draws a very, very tough walk up to the plate now for the Elkettes. Taking a swing at the first pitch.
Yeah, that's Alexis Aragon. That's a designated hitter, or designated player, or whatever they want to call it anyway. But swings at this one, and so takes a good cut, but she wasn't even close, unfortunately. And so it's 0-2 on on a couple of fastballs, and this is a ground ball down to first base. That's going to be easily picked up by the first baseman for Los Alamos, and he just simply picks it up and steps on first, and so that's one away.
That was Michaela Guillen at first base. And just a slow roller over to first. She picked it up and stepped on first. Tried to throw over to second, but for the Elkets, Dobra into second base easily. One away here, and that's going to bring up batter number 3 for the Elkets, Marissa Martinez. She is the catcher.
Yeah, so she shows attempted bunt, that's low, kind of in the dirt. So right now, Dobra on the second base as she advanced on that last on that out, and
another bunt attempt that's going to go foul. And interesting move here by the Elkets. I don't see a whole lot of profit to bunting Dobra over to third in this situation with one out. No,
you'd think let her swing away. I mean, she's a number 3 batter. I don't know if that really means anything. And of course, the cleanup hitter is Amaya Gonzalez. But anyway, we'll see right now what Marissa Martinez can do. She bunts it up foul, and so the throw down to second, they got her.
Wow!
So they bunted it up foul, and then the catcher for Los Alamos yanks it in. And then Annika Dobra took off on the attempted bunt. She bunted it straight up foul. It was an easy play for Los Alamos, and then there's a quick throw down to second base. So they catch Annika on that one, and so Marissa Martinez fouls out to the catcher.
Boy, that just could not have gone any worse for the Elkets. Just a foul ball straight up in the air, a bunt attempt, and then Dobra took off from second, like second base was on fire.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she didn't have a prayer turning around and then going back. I mean, that was all she wrote. So,
well, that'll do it. So coming up, bottom of the first inning. As we head around, Topper's first at bat of this game 1 here. Cedillo, the pitcher, will lead things off. She'll be followed by Ileana Garcia, the catcher. Abigail De Herrera is the shortstop. Batting cleanup, Michaela Guillen, as she is the first baseman. Reina Naranjo is the left fielder. She's followed by Maria De Herrera in center field. Lindsay Ferran is the designated player. Sydney Kitts is in right. Hannah Bergerman, the number 9 hitter, is the second baseman. And then the flex player is playing third, and that is Micah Stanfield. So this will be Cedillo, Garcia, and Abby De Herrera.
So not a... So the Hilltoppers actually got it's interestingly enough, Mike, the Pojoaque puts a runner on base, and then they end up going up 3 down with the runner on base.
That was a heck of an at bat there by Dobra to lead things off. She got behind early in the count, but fought her way back and ended up drawing the walk. Unfortunately for the Elkets, the next 2 batters after that just struggled. So Topper's up to bat, scoreless in the bottom of the first with Cedillo at bat. She's going to take a look. And it looked like an off-speed pitch that ran a little bit high, ball 1. And next pitch is pretty much right down Broadway fastball, but that is fouled off by Cedillo. 1-1 the count against the Elket pitcher, and that is Michaela Mondragon. She's the flex player today, by the way. 1-1 the count to Cedillo, and next pitch fastball, and that's getting around. That's going, and that is gone.
Wow.
Opposite field home run for Nadia Cedillo.
Mackerel. What did she? did she put the bat into that thing? So a home run on that third pitch, and boy, she belted it. So home run for Nadia Zadie to start things off. And you don't start off any better than that. Wow.
No, you sure don't. For Cedillo, nice inside out swing. That ball a little bit on the kind of tailing away from her as it got to the plate, but she able to get the barrel on it, and that was no doubt. That was a good 20, 25 feet beyond the fence.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there wasn't any question. It was gone right off the bat. I mean, it just had to. All you had to do is just wait and watch it sail over the fence. And so we now coming to the plate now is Ileana Garcia. She's the catcher for Los Alamos. And so nobody out. This first pitch is a little high and outside. So
Garcia kind of showing bunt. I don't think she actually meant to bunt. I think she just kind of waving the bunt at it, but that pitch runs high. And showing it again, and that pitch going to run high as well, up by the eyeballs. 2-0 the count here.
Yeah, I like the way they show that bunt, and like so she way ahead, showing bunt again. Now she takes a swing. There's a high fly ball out to the shortstop, and that's an easy play for the shortstop for Pojoaque. So that one is pulled in by Lauren Salazar. So Ileana flies out to the shortstop. And so now that, Mike, let's see who's that bring up next.
That's me, Abby DeHedetta, the number 3 batter. Interesting choice of numbers for Abby. These are all, we're looking at 5'3", mid-20s in the teens. Abby 42. I don't know if that's a tip of the hat to Jackie Robinson.
So the first pitch, and that's going to go over the second baseman's head out into right into center field. And this one is going to get away from once again as the pitch comes in. She's going to end up at third base as the throw comes in from the center field. They overthrow second base, and so anyway, so Abby just takes off and heads down to second, and then they bobbled the ball at second, got away, and actually went to third base, got away from the third baseman. So Abby, her white uniform now is completely brown.
And she didn't have to slide either.
No, she didn't have to. And so this is a little fly ball out toward the shortstop. Shortstop can't get to it. And so Abby comes in. So Abby comes in to score. That makes it now 2-0. And that last batter, of course, is McKay again. And so now we have Rayana Naranjo, the left fielder for Los Alamos. And she puts a foul ball right down the third baseline. I mean, just barely foul. I mean, just barely.
Wow, got way around on that. And that one just a line drive right down the third baseline, but about a 6 inches foul. She straightens that out. She's probably still running.
Yeah, she would be. That would have gone all the way back to the fence, but so that's going to be strike one on her. The pitch is high. So we have and so right now, so the Hilltoppers with a runner on first, and of course that is Michaela Guillen, Rihanna Naranjo, and there's another foul ball down the third base line. So she's swinging early, and she'll be followed by, let's see, I'm having trouble reading this writing.
That'll be Maria De
Herrera, yeah.
But 1-2 the count here. 2 big swings by Reyna, the left fielder. Runner on first, just one away. That one's going to run high. Oh, and delayed steal here for the Toppers.
They're safe. Yeah. I mean, she took. I think that thing was already in the catcher's glove when she decided to go, and she took off. and dives into second base again. So now they have the runner down on second base and still at the plate. And this one's going to go down down that third base line again.
Her three foul balls have gotten progressively fouler. that one well out of play. But even with 2 strikes here for Reina, she has not slowed down a little bit. And that's a line drive. That's going to get over the left fielder's head.
Yes.
Coming around to score will begin, and stopping at second base is Reina Naranjo with a double.
Yeah, and so Reina Naranjo comes up with a double. So the Hilltoppers banging away here, and so now that's going to bring up the number 6 batter, and so that's going to be
that is Maria.
Maria De Herrera.
Center fielder just one away here for the Toppers. 3-0 already. Can hardly start this game better than they have.
There's a high fly ball. That one's going to go out into center field. They're going to pull that one in, and then going from second to third, and then going by the third baseman. But she decides to hold at third. And so now coming up to the plate will be Lindsay Ferran. So Lindsay will be the next up. She's a designated hitter. So she's batting. Let's see, she's batting for Micah Stanfield.
She's a 7th batter for the Toppers in this inning. Fran takes a cut at a high fastball. That was right around neck level, but she offered at it and fouls it off. 0-1 the count. Runner on third here. Toppers would love to get that in. 3-0. The scoreboard actually says 2-0 right now, but their Toppers have scored 3 runs.
Yes, they have.
That's so unlike the scoreboard to be off, Gene. That's weird.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Boy, there's a nice base hit out into left field. Boy, just right over the shortstop's head. Perfect. Bounces about halfway out into left field, so that's going to bring home another run for the Hilltoppers. So the Hilltoppers starting off really strong here in the bottom of the first inning. And so that makes it 4-0. And let's see, now at the plate right now is Sydney Kitts. Sydney is looks like she's the right fielder. Sydney Kitts at the plate right now for Los Alamos. And there's another ground ball right between short and third. There's a throw to third. And sliding in and be safe. And so also then heading down to second on the throw in is Sydney Kitts. So the Hilltoppers still only have 1 out. No, I'm sorry, 2 outs. I'm sorry. And so anyway, 2 away. And now coming to the plate for Los Alamos. And
Anna Bergman. She is the number 9 hitter, and she's the second baseman. And the ball bunted, and oh my goodness! So the ball is bunted. It was picked up by the pitcher.
Yeah, and it was right in front of the plate. I mean, it was just. Well, they're going to discuss it now because it was barely out of the batter's box.
Well, so what happened on the play? Bergman with the bunt.
So somebody's out.
Somebody's out. I don't. So let's see if we can get a. Kind of have to tell you what happened, and then we're going to see what they actually called. I'm not sure what they called. If only we had some sort of umpire sitting right next to us that could explain it. Oh, were they both on base?
They were both on the base.
Oh, okay. All right. So what happened was after the bunt, Pojoaque picked it up, but they made no play against Bergman at first. However, the runner on second took off to third, and the runner on third actually retreated to third. So at some point they were both on third base at the same time. They actually Pojoaque was confused, so the two runners actually both ran home and would have scored, except you cannot have two runners on the bag at the same time, so that is an automatic out.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can figure out how to score that. I'm not quite sure.
Really. Just write it down.
But in any event, Toppers actually, both runners actually came around to score. Pojoaque very, very confused about what happened. However, because both of them were occupying the same base, that is an out.
Yes.
So I'm just going to score that Bergman was called out at first. That's all I got.
Yeah, really.
But in any event, the score right now, the Toppers 4, Pojoaque Valley nothing, heading into the top of the second inning. And let's see, for the Elkettes, they are going to bring up Amaya Gonzalez. She's a cleanup hitter. She's the second baseman. Alaya Rios is the third baseman. And Stephanie Romero is the center fielder. They will face Nadia Cedillo. So 4-0 ball game. So good start for the Toppers, and we're just a hair's breadth away from making this a 6-0 ball game.
Yes, actually.
But this is not a kickball. What's it? A mat ball, where you can have several runners on it, the same base at the same time. That is frowned upon in softball.
There's a called strike on Amaya, so that makes it count 1-1. Amaya Gonzalez is the second baseman. She'll be followed by Alaya Rios, who is the third baseman. And that next pitch is the ball. So it's going to be, right now, it's going to be 2-1 is the count to Amaya Rios. I mean, to Amaya Gonzalez, I'm sorry. And there's a called strike, so that's going to be strike 2. That should even up the count at 2-2. And Alaya Rios will be on deck. She is the third baseman. And then Stephanie Romero, the center fielder. Oh, it's a full count now. Sorry. Yes, and now it remains full as she fouls it off.
The Elkettes so far have to a batter have all been behind Cedillo. That one fouled way off on the right side. So they have not been able to catch up to her yet.
No, they haven't. So Cedillo with a pitch, swing and miss, and that's that. So she takes a nice cut, and she goes down swinging, and so that will bring up now Alaya Rios, third baseman. And she'll be followed by Stephanie Romero if she has the first three batters. There's one away. We are in the top of the second inning.
Little off-speed pitch. Yeah. That's going to catch you outside corner for strike one. Nice location there on that pitch.
Yeah, it really was. It was right outside corner, right at the knees. Perfect pitch, swing and miss. So that's going to make it strike 2. So Cedillo way ahead of Rios on this one. So Cedillo doing an awfully good job on the mound right now. This one's going to be a little outside, so that'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And so Stephanie Romero is on deck, but not sure if the next batter, the Vegas, is going to make it or not.
We will see as that one is fouled back to the net. 1-2 still the count here. And Cedillo doing pretty much everything she wants here early in this contest.
Yes, she does. She's pitching extremely well here to start things off. This one's going to be way low. That one's going to be a worm burner right over the plate. And goes back to the backstop, but that's going to make the count now 2-2. And Malaya Rios, the third baseman, this one is high and it gets away from the catcher. And interestingly enough, the Pojoaque this is right now is their fifth batter. But they did put a runner on base. The first batter that came up got walked, and then she got caught off the bag on the foul fly, and this was on the inside. I mean, inside corner, and Alea Rios. I mean, she tried to pull back away from it. I'm surprised she swung, but she tried to pull the bat back away from it, everything away from it. As I said, she was swinging. She was actually stepping backwards, but she goes down swinging. So there's 2 down, and so that now will bring up Stephanie Romero. She's the center fielder. So Mike, this pitch gets away. So ball 1.
And outside to Romero. She is the, like you said, Jane, she is the number 6 batter in the Pojoaque lineup. And Cedillo, nice pitch.
Yes.
Very nice. Had a little late breaking action. Caught the outside corner right about belt high. 1-1 the count. Very, very nice. That one's going to be low. So Cedillo, I think Cedillo tried to put a little extra on that last one. Just got away from her a little bit.
Yes. So Cedillo, this one's going to be popped. There's a foul over the backstop.
Who drove today? You or John?
John.
All right, John. John is an expert at parking where you can't possibly get hit.
That's I know. That's the first thing you got to think of when you come to these ball games.
Yeah. Where's my car going to be safe?
Yes, exactly.
I've never understood the people who park. We have a fair number of people parked in the outfield right here watching the game.
Yeah.
Probably about 10, 12 cars. That's not where I would pick.
No, that's for sure. Especially after that home run by the Hilltoppers. So there's going to be a walk. So anyway, Stephanie Romero draws the walk, and she kind of does a little celebratory trot down to first base. Left-handed batter now, Neve Gallegos is at the plate. She is the first baseman.
First lefty we've seen today, and on either side. And Gallegos with a runner on first, 2 away here, and she looks at strike 2 as she just kind of waved at that pitch. It actually looked like it went a little bit low, but
I know she, like you say, she only moved 1 foot about a half a step. Other than that, she just, like you say, she just kind of took a wave at it. This ball is not going to be outside. So Neve is the first baseman. Hilltoppers leading 4-0 already. This one's going to be low and outside. So there's a runner on first. Drew the walk that time, Stephanie Romero. And then Neve Gallegos is at the plate. This one's also low and outside. Whoa. So right now the count is full. 3-2 is the count to Neve. And she swings and misses. And so, so we have 3 strikeouts and a walk, Mike. That's kind of what we had the last inning. Except the young lady that walked got picked off the base. But anyway, that will do it for the top half of the second inning. As once again the last inning they actually put a runner on base, but they ended up being 3 up, 3 down. Today put a runner on base now, and it's 4 up and 3 down. So, and strikeout wise, let's see right now. Well, those 3 strikeouts were the first strikeouts for Cedillo. So,
all right. So the Elkheads a little slow getting out on defense. They were going to be between innings. The teams usually throw the ball around a little bit. They're not even in position yet, and the umpire is tired of waiting. So he's already called for the batter here, and that is going to be the top of the order for Los Alamos. Toppers batted around in the first inning, put up 4 runs. And second time to the plate for the leadoff hitter, Nadia Cedillo. She'll be followed by Ileana Garcia and Abby De Herrera. 4-0 in favor of Los Alamos. And still, do we have a...
Right up the middle. I mean, right past the pitcher, right past second base. I mean, you don't get anything much more up the middle than that unless you bang into second base. But the first pitch to Nadia, and so she has a nice single out into right up the middle, and so she goes to first, and that's going to bring up now Ileana Garcia, and she bunts it, and everybody's going to be safe. So she has a little bunt single.
And I don't think that was a sacrifice attempt. I think she was bunting for a hit. And Pojoaque, that took them completely by surprise. So runners at first and second, nobody out for the big swinging Abby De Herrera, the number 3 batter. She is the shortstop. And Taubert can blow this one wide open with one swing here.
Yeah, so the first pitch is that's a ball, and so nobody out. Runners on first and second. This one's high, and the catcher not even paying any attention to the runners, and so anyway, there's a right down to the shortstop. The throw's going to go to.
No, she got through the wickets.
Yep, and they got through, and so coming home to score from third base that time was Nadia. So she comes home to make it 5-0, but then Ileana Garcia trying to stretch it to third. They catch her, so Ileana's thrown out at third base, and so Abby De Herrera ends up on second base after all the mess. So, but they do catch Ileana for the out, and now at the plate for Los Alamos, there's a high fly ball, and that's gone. Another home run for Los Alamos, and so.
And to left center, and that was Michaela Guillen, the cleanup batter. No doubt about that one. And the only question was whether she was going to hit one of the cars out there, and actually went right between 2 of them. But left's dead, left center field, no doubt about it. And 2-run home run for Michaela, and that's going to make the score 7-0. And wow. She got all of that one, and that one a little kind of the inner half of the plate, but she caught it very, very well. She was a little ahead of the pitcher Michaela Mondegrown in her first at bat. Not so much there, and no doubt about that one. So 7-0 ball game.
Wow, unbelievable.
So Taubers in command here as Reina Naranjo, the left fielder, steps up to the plate, and she sends a rocket.
Oh, and that's
going to bounce over. That's going to bounce over the fence. So ground rule double.
That stayed fair. I thought it was going to go foul. I thought it was going to drift foul, but it kept drifting toward the pole out there. But then when it hit the ground, then bounced right in front of the pole. So the pole out there in left field, and it just barely missed it. But she ends up on second base with a double, and that brings home a run. And so right now at the plate,
Maria De Herrera is
Maria De Herrera.
She waves at an off-speed pitch, 0-1 the count. So unfortunately for Reina, had that stayed in, I think she ends up on third.
Oh yes, there's a fly. There's a pop fly right behind first the pitcher. Coming over to make the grab is the third baseman for Pojoaque. So pulling that one in for the Elkettes that time was Alaya Rios. So she just kind of floated over behind the pitcher, pulled that one in. So that's gonna make it. Is that one just one away?
Now the two down now
Two
for
down,
the toppers. Lindsay Ferran
right.
at the plate. She had an RBI single in the first inning and has a chance for another RBI here. Takes a huge cut. That ball, boy, bottom kind of dropped out of that one right at the end there.
Yeah, it certainly did. So Lindsay, this was going to bounce in front of the plate. 1-1 is the count right now. We have 2 outs. And what's the score now?
7-0 in favor of Los Alamos.
This one's fouled off. This is going to be fouled off and dropped down into foul territory right next to third base.
Well, that wasn't foul by much, and
No,
that stayed fair for the toppers. Reina scores easily.
Oh, yes.
That was only about a foot foul. It just kind of found the sweet spot right behind third base.
Yeah, it really did. So Lindsay, this one's going to get away from Lindsay, and so we're just heading down now to third base. And so we have a runner now on third. And 2 outs. Lindsay Ferran at the plate. Swings and misses. And so that will do it. So Lindsay fouls out or strikes out and it goes down swinging. But my heavens, right now we're looking at 7-0 in this ball game, and this is 1.5 innings. Or actually 2 innings. So at the end of the second inning, the Toppers lead 7-0 in this ball game. And so the girls now returning to the field. 7-0 ball game. And of course there is the mercy rule in softball. If a team is ahead after 5 innings, then the ball game is over.
Actually, there's an abbreviated
that's right.
rule in softball. If a team is up by 15 after 3, the ball game is over. We still got a ways to go there, but
a little bit.
In any event, Toppers in pretty good shape here after 2 innings. 7-0 for the Toppers in that second inning. Gene, 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 Pojoaque Valley error, and 1 left on base. Coming up here in the top of the third inning for the Elkettes. Let's see where they left off here. They left off.
Yeah, Lauren Salazar, the shortstop. Whoa.
So this will be, yes, Lauren Salazar. She'll be followed by Samantha Martinez. Then we'll swing around to the top of the order. Annika Dobra. 0-1 count for Lauren Salazar.
Yeah, so, and interestingly enough, it's interestingly enough, on that first pitch, she was trying to bunt it, and it was high and inside, and it actually almost hit her.
Well, if you're squared around a bunt, the pitch hits you, that's a strike.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you get. That's your punishment.
So, first batter here in the top of the third inning And that is Lauren Salazar. And so this is her first time up too, because the Pojoaque has only put 7 batters on the plate, and so that's it for Lauren Salazar as she goes down swinging. And so now we have the one away, and that's the 4th strikeout by Cedillo. Samantha Martinez will come to the plate at this point. She's a left fielder, and her first time at the plate also here in this 3rd inning. Nice pitch. Boy, right smack down the middle. I mean, that looked like a meatball pitch on like a 3-0 pitch.
Well, you don't swing at those though, James.
No, you don't.
Everybody knows that.
No.
Another one, pretty much the exact same spot. 0-2 the count quickly. Cedillo, by the way, Gene has struck out 4 of the last 5 she's faced.
Yes. And now make it add another one. That's a call strike on this one.
Yeah, so, but that'll do it. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that retires Martinez. Back up to the top of the order for the Elkettes, Annika Dobra. And
so Annika, who did get on with a walk last time and got picked off at second on that foul ball that was caught by the catcher. So first pitch, here goes Annika, fouls it off against the first base dugout. She fouled off about 12 of them in the first time she was up.
Good battle in her first at bat.
In fact, one of her, there's a little slow roller down to the pitcher. Cedillo picks it up over to first again, and that's going to do it. So this time, Annika goes down, thrown out by the pitcher. And so that makes it now, that's also 3 up, 3 down. And so after 2.5 innings right now, we're looking at a 7-0 ball game. And the Hilltoppers well in control of this one. I hope this would be a much better ball game. But,
little surprised because the Elkettes have been playing fairly decent as of late, and really had a chance to catch Los Alamos in second place in this doubleheader. Obviously, they're the second game after this, so but Los Alamos, should they hang on here, will remain in second place regardless of what happens in that second game. The Toppers actually lost a heartbreaker to Moriarty on Wednesday, 7-6.
Yes.
2 teams neck and neck the entire way, but Moriarty rallied for 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning to finally put that one away. Moriarty 12-2 on the season, Gene. So they are nothing to sneeze at.
No, they are not. And so right now, let's see. The batter is that's Sydney Kitts.
I believe that is Sydney. Yes. And that is going to drop in a short left field for a base hit. Kitts takes a wide turn at first, almost a little too wide.
Yes.
Another couple of feet towards second. They might have a play or at her retreating back to first, but does get the base hit. That's going to bring up the bottom of the order. Number 9 batter, Hannah Bergman. And Bergman, this is her second trip to the plate. She was involved in that crazy bunt attempt that ended the first inning.
Which you decided she's the one that got the out.
Yeah, it was her. And Kitts takes off, and the throw ends up from the catcher into center field. So she's going to end up on third base.
So, yeah. So Kitts moves all. She gets moves all the way around to third.
So Toppers in business immediately here. And that pitch behind Bergman, and coming in is Kitts. And
she slides in safe. Unbelievable. I thought they got her.
Well, not a great throw from the backstop from the catcher, I think if that was on target, they probably would have. That one pulled the pitcher a little bit to her left.
Yes.
And Kitts was able to slide in, but she scores. That makes it 8-0.
Yeah, so 8-0 now. Sydney Kitts comes around to score, and so now, and Hannah Bergman is still at the plate for Los Alamos. Called strike. Nice pitch. Took a little bit off of it, but boy, just floated right over the plate. So the count right now is 1-2 to Hannah. There's a nice hit out into left field. And boy, a nice little one bouncer out into left field. And so Hannah's she's gonna move her down to first base.
A little bit of a cue shot there, Hannah. Yeah. But saved at first, 8-0. Nobody out here. Bergman on first at top of the order. Nadia Cedillo.
Yeah, Nadia. She scored twice.
And I think that brushed her.
And she got hit. Well, she's on base again.
Yeah, I think that just caught her sleeve or something. It didn't look like it hit her flush. I mean, that's my favorite type of getting hit by a pitch. Just it hits your uniform or it grazes your hair or something. That's my favorite.
Yeah, Ileana Garcia now is at the plate for the Hilltoppers. First pitch goes to the pitcher, and the pitcher's going to make the throw to first. So Ileana grounds out to the pitcher.
Yeah, that's going to advance both runners, though. So runner at second and third for Abby DeHedena. So it'll be her second trip to the plate. She had a base hit in the first inning and got aboard on an error in the second inning. And
so we have Hannah Bergman at third, and we have Nadia Cedillo at second. And like Mike said, at the plate, Abby De Herrera. This is going to roll across the plate, literally. That's going to be 2-0. 2-0 is the count.
Yeah, I don't think with a base open here, I don't think I mess around with Abby too much.
No, and this is low and outside. So here comes a 3-0 pitch. Here comes the meatball. Okay.
So we might as well just put 3 and 2 on the scoreboard. That'd be so much faster.
Yes, it is. She'll foul this one off. Oh
no, that one went behind her.
So walked. I can't believe it.
That's not how that goes.
So now we have the bases loaded.
I want a video replay, Gene. That's not how you're supposed to do that.
No, it isn't. I'm supposed to foul that one off.
Everybody knows that.
Really?
You watch the 3-0 pitch and you foul off the 3-1 pitch. Everybody knows that.
And there she waxed one. This one.
Wow, that was a bomb. That was you way in front of that though. For the Toppers, that is Guillen. I think she's thinking grand slam here.
She almost had the grand slam. That thing just floated foul down the right. There's a nice hit out into center field, and that's going to score a couple of runs. The throw's going to come to second. They've got a pickle going, and they get her. So coming around, trying to come around that time was let's see, that would have been not Abby. Let's see, who'd they catch?
Yeah, it was Abby. She got off second base a little too far. Abby actually a very, very good base runner, but I think tried to get a little too cute there, and they got her at second.
Yeah. So, but Hilltopper did push a couple of runs across. So that makes it now 9-0, 10-0.
10-0 in favor of the Toppers. So Toppers can cash in 5 more here, which is not impossible. With 1 out, this ball game would be over.
Yes, it would be. All right. So at the plate for Los Alamos right now. That's Kaylee Warwick is.
No, it's Reina.
Let me see.
Reina Naranjo is up, and she waved.
Looking at the wrong roster here.
10-0, 3-1 the count here. And that is going to be fouled off. The scoreboard said there's 2 outs. Is that right? Yes, it is right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is right.
That is correct. After the sacrifice bunt by Garcia was the first out of the inning. So 2 down. I'm sorry. I should know better than to ever doubt the scoreboard, Gene.
Really?
I apologize to the scoreboard.
So that's going to go straight. That's going to go straight up and straight down. I mean, straight up above the plate and straight back down to the plate. That thing, it didn't go anywhere. I mean, nowhere except up and down. And so fouling out to the catcher. And so that will bring the inning to a close. But right now it's 10-0 as the Hilltoppers leading in the ball game right now after 3.5 innings. So we're going to come up now to the bottom of the fourth, after to the bottom of the 4th inning. And so who we have coming up here, Mike, in the bottom of the 4th?
Well, let's see who we have for the Elcats. That is going to be Alexis Aragon, the designated player. She's number 2 batter in the lineup. She's followed by Marissa Martinez and Amaya Gonzalez. So anybody gets on for the Elcats, that will bring up Alaya Rios. So 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Elcats. And to face Cedillo, who has been in full command of this contest through 3 innings, and she's got a 10-0 cushion to work with.
She's struck out the last 5 batters.
Yeah, so she is dialed in right now, and coming to the plate for the Elcats, somebody with a jersey on. With a sweatshirt on. That drives me nuts. I have no idea who this is.
Oh.
It's about, I can tell you it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be Alexis Aragon, but
we do not know if that is in fact Alexis. I don't think it is actually, but I have no evidence to the contrary.
No, we don't.
It's the one before number 1.
Well, they didn't say anything about a sub or anything.
Yeah, so I'm just going to assume that's Alexis.
Yes.
So, and if it's not, well, Alexis's batting average is going to go down. So that's not my problem.
Yeah. She's supposed to be the designated hitter. Swings and misses at that one. Actually tipped it, but pulled in nicely by the Hilltopper catcher. And so Cedillo, hard, fastball. That gets by the Hilltopper catcher, but
I think she got a little piece of that too.
Yes, she did.
But Garcia, very, very good defensive catcher behind the plate for Los Alamos. Saw her last year.
Yes.
Very, very solid.
There's a ground ball. It's going to stay fair right down the first baseline. That didn't even waver. I mean, that just paralleled the first baseline by about 6 inches, and just never even thought about curving or hitting a rock or anything. It just right down to Michaela Guillen for the out. And so that makes it 1 away, unassisted out by the first baseman. And so now here comes Marissa Martinez. And she's the one that had that pop foul that led to the double play the last time she was up. So she is she's the catcher.
And
there's the attempted bunt.
Cedillo made her chase on that bunt, and I don't know if she got a piece of it or not, but 0-2 the count. Nice pitch. Cedillo's actually using the space outside the strike zone very well today.
There's a base hit that's going to go out into right field. That's going to be extra bases. That might even be 3, and it is 3. So right down the right field line and back toward the fence, and finally scooped up out there by Los Alamos, and they bring it in. But I'm telling you, Marissa Martinez wasted absolutely no time. She didn't even think about it at second base. She just rounded it off and took off.
Yeah, the right fielder for the Toppers pulled away in, and that hit just sailed right over her head. That was good enough for 3 bases. First hit of the ball game for the Elkettes, by the way, off of Cedillo.
Yes. Maya Gonzalez is at the plate right now. She's the second baseman, and she struck out the last time she was up. Went down swinging the last time she was up, but right now, like Mike said, that's the first hit off of Cedillo with a runner on third, and nobody out. And I'm sorry, there's 1 out, 1 away. And here she just takes it. This one's going to go all the way out into center field. It's going to be pulled in there, and then that's going to tagging up is going to be Marissa Martinez, and she's going to come home to score. And she does exactly that. That makes now a 10-1 ball game, and that's going to bring up Maya Gonzalez. Let's see. Not Amaya. That wasn't Maya. I'm sorry. It's Alaya Rios at the plate right now. As Maya Gonzalez flies out to center. And now Alaya Rios at the plate. Swings and misses. And so she'll be followed by Stephanie Romero and then Neve Gallegos. But right now there's 2 outs. And 1 runner has come in. Swing and miss, and that is it. So Alaya Rios goes down swinging. But Pojoaque does get into the scoring column that time as they... And so they fly out to, so they ground out to first, and then a nice triple by Marissa Martinez, who comes in to score on the sacrifice fly by Maya Gonzalez out into center field, and Alaya Rios strikes out to end the inning. So anyway, that's so after 4.5 innings, Mike, it's 10-1. Hilltoppers need another run.
That's right. So the Toppers need to put up at least 1 in this inning to put the Elkettes in jeopardy in the top of the 5th. But in any event, like we said, first hit of the ball game given up by Cedillo, triple for the Elkettes, hit by Marissa Martinez. She came around to score. But in any event, so the Toppers, if they score a run, they will put the Elkettes in jeopardy in the top of the 5th inning. Or if they score 6 runs, this ball game will be over.
Yes.
Either way.
Yeah. Maria De Herrera at the plate for Los Alamos. Ground ball down the shortstop, throw to first in time. So Maria starts things off with a grounding out to the shortstop. And so she heads to the dugout, and now coming up for Los Alamos will be for the Hilltoppers, Lindsay Ferran. Foul ball down for third baseline. So Lindsay, I'm not sure what generation she is. The the original Ferrans. Used to be my neighbor here in White Rock. This is most likely the granddaughter. Lindsay should be the granddaughter, I do believe.
Yeah, I played football with a Ferran. I'm trying to remember his first name.
Rocky. Rocky Ferran, I do believe, was the. Yeah, it was Rocky. So Lindsay must be Rocky's daughter. Oh, there's a floater. Tried to float that one across and it floated outside, unfortunately. So, anyway, Lindsay ready. This is going to be high. So I think we're looking at full count. Okay, here it comes. Is Lindsay ready? Swings and misses. So Lindsay goes down, and
we got a new batter up here.
Yeah,
it does not look like Sydney.
What number is that?
It is 20 something, I believe. Or 30. 30. So I believe that is Jamie Cisneros, new batter for the Hilltoppers.
Only 30 we got, yeah. Yeah, Jamie Cisneros now at the plate. Ground ball out into left field. And she's going to go for two.
Oh, ball gets away from the Elcats.
Yes, it does. So she heads down to first, and that was easy. She had a nice base hit out into left field, and then the ball got away from the infield. So she takes off and heads down to second, and so now we have and that was Jamie Cisneros. And most likely we have a new batter here.
This is Kaylee Warwick.
Okay, yes.
And I don't know if she was playing earlier, but her pants are already dirty.
Well, so Kaylee
pops straight up, and that's going to drop in to the glove of the second baseman for the Elcats. That's Amaya Gonzalez. So that'll do it for the Toppers here in this fourth inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. 10-1 the count here, heading into the top of the fifth. So we'll have at least one more full inning.
All right. Yeah. Or 1.5 maybe. Anyway.
We'll have at least one half an inning plus.
So let's see, batting should be Stephanie Romero. Is that what you have?
So yes, Romero, Gallegos, and Lauren Salazar due up in this inning. Let's see if the Elcats want to stay with that lineup. And there comes Romero to the plate. Boy, they're not wasting a whole lot of time here in between innings.
Not. My God. Stephanie's a center fielder, and so she, like they say, she's waste any time. We're going to get this ball game over in a half an hour. Anyway, so Stephanie comes to the plate.
No pitch count, no pitch clock necessary today.
No, none whatsoever. So Stephanie, this is only her second time up. She walked the first time she was up. So we haven't had a whole lot of Pojoaque batters. But this one's going to be high and outside. So that's going to make it a 2-0 count. 2-0 count to the center fielder, Stephanie Romero. Swings and misses, so that's going to make it 2-1. 2-1, Stephanie. She's the number 6 batter. She'll be followed by Neve Gallegos and then Lauren Salazar. So 6, 7, and 8 coming up right now.
That pitch gets away from Cedillo. That sails into the fence on the fly. 3-1 the count.
So swing and miss, and so that's full count. So she's looking at another full count. So Stephanie, this is going to be low and outside and low, and or they should say low and barely cleared the plate. So Stephanie draws a walk. That's the third walk that Cedillo has given up. Neve Gallegos. She's the first baseman, and she struck out the first time she was up. She's only batted once, and that was in the 3rd inning. So haven't seen a whole lot of different Pojoaque batters here in this ball game yet. So anyway, so Neve Gallegos, and this one's a whoa. That one right at the knees, Neve. Neve is a young lady that is very casual there at the plate. This one's going to get away, and so that's going to send the runner to second. So the pass ball, and down to second goes Stephanie Romero. So
1-2 the count here to Neve with a runner on second. Top of the 5th inning. She swings and misses at that one. That one looked like it was pretty well out of the strike zone.
Yeah, certainly it was. She needed her bat needed to be about 2 feet longer. But anyway, so she swings and misses. And
by the way, Gene, the Elkettes have a full complement of bats. We are not using an average bat today. That's good. That's my favorite.
Whoa. That hit her.
Yeah, that did hit her after it bounced.
Yeah.
Well, in any event, she's thrown out at first.
Well, she tried to bunt. The thing bounced up and hit her. Now the officials are going to talk things over, and it's going to be like.
Yeah, that did. The ball bounced back and hit her. I don't know if she was still in the batter's box or not.
Yeah, because it happened right away.
So let me ask Gene Sterator, since she's right. So
she's called out anyway.
Well, she was out, but she was still in the batter's box when that occurred. So that is going to. We're still discussing that.
Yeah, they are.
In any event, there's 2 away. Runner at third.
Yeah, Samantha Martinez is at the plate, and then so I guess they've called Lauren Salazar out. And so this is right now is the number 9 batter, Samantha Martinez, left fielder. And they have a runner on third, and that is Stephanie Romero, who went down to third in all that melee. So Samantha Martinez is at the plate, and that pitch just a little bit, just caught the outside corner, but a little bit low. But anyway, runner on swings in a high pitch, and so the count. I can never see his left hand. 2-2.
Yeah, those 10-watt bulbs they use in the scoreboard just don't do it.
No, they don't. So there it is. And so that is so Samantha Martinez strikes out. So that brings and that was the bottom of the order, Mike. So right now, when they come back up, they'll be
Yeah, the Hellcats will be due up in 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 6th, but we're not 100% sure we're going to get there yet. The Toppers, if they score one run, they will close this contest out. Still pitching for the Hellcats is Michaela Mondragon. Actually had a pretty nice inning that last inning, but for the Toppers coming up in this bottom of the 4th, let's see, they're going to be, looks like top of the order, Nadia Cedillo, followed by Ileana Garcia and Abby D. Herrera to try to put this one contest away, put this district game into the W column for the Toppers, who are trying to keep pace with the Moriarty Pintos, the undefeated Moriarty Pintos, undefeated in District 4-0.
Wow.
So Moriarty, the team to beat right now. And boy, oh boy, we've seen Moriarty so many times, just in every girls' sport, and they're just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, they are. They really are. Yeah, the thing that was nice was that they made it to the state basketball tournaments this year, and that was nice. Those girls, they're such hustlers, and they're, like you say, they're really, really fun to watch. And so they came in second in our district, which we didn't understand because every time we played Moriarty, we clobbered them except in the district championship. We barely won that one.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. The Pintos, if they hit a couple of extra shots, they might have pulled that one out.
Yeah, so the first batter for Los Alamos walks. So
and so runner on first, that was Nadia Cedillo. Ileana Garcia, the catcher, up to bat now. And should Cedillo come around to score, this ball game will be over. Nobody out here. And there's the bunt.
Attempted bunt. Throw to first in time. They're going to stretch it to third.
Nobody covering third base for the Hellcats.
No.
Cedillo wisely just trots into third base. Yeah, nobody getting back. The third baseman came in to field the bunt, but nobody covering third. So winning run 60 feet away for Los Alamos.
Yes. Abby D. Herrera at the plate for Los Alamos. And she can end this. End this and give me a chance to get caught up on my paperwork.
That's very much. Yeah, Abby shows bunt and left it out too long for a strike.
Did. Ball hit the plate.
Interesting move there.
There's a fly ball out into center field.
And did that get out?
That's it.
That'll do it. I hit the base of the fence out left center. That's going to score Cedillo, and that will do it. So Toppers win this one 11-1 in 4+ innings. Toppers, Abby D. Herrera driving in the winning run. And coming around to score is Cedillo. So 11-1 ball game in favor of Los Alamos. Los Alamos goes with that victory in game 1, as we're going to have a turnaround to game 2 for the between these two teams here in White Rock. The Toppers will improve to 4-1 in district, 11-6 overall. The Hellcats slip to 4-10 in overall and 1-2 in district play. So the Toppers will remain in the second place, no worse than second place at the end of today. But 11-1 ball game. Toppers really just dominated from the beginning. Nadia Cedillo, the pitcher, big contest for her. We'll add up everything in between games and give you the stats on that. Toppers scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first, and tacked on 3 more in the bottom of the second. And 3 more in the bottom of the third. And then Abby Herrera with a base hit at the base of the fence. That drives in Cedillo for the 11-1 victory. So Toppers, very, very impressive here against the Elkettes. And yeah, I was kind of with you. I thought this doubleheader might be a little bit more competitive than that.
Yeah, so did I.
But Toppers absolutely dominated in that first game. So team's going to eat some lunch here. It's just a hair after 11.
11-11.
So
11-11.
So let's see when they actually start. They usually give about a half hour in between these games. So we will I guess call it until for another half hour or so, and then come back when the two teams are ready. Second game actually has a 12 p.m. start time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I don't know if they're going to stretch it to 12 or not. Softball tends to start their games a little bit early.
Yeah,
baseball
they do.
just kind of starts whenever they feel like starting, and 5 minutes late it might as well be early in baseball.
Yeah.
So the Topper boys, by the way, playing their elk counterparts up in North Mesa, and Gene, boy, it's just a little breezy out here. I just wish we'd be in North Mesa.
Yeah.
It's probably 10 degrees warmer, not a breath of wind.
Yeah, I know.
We just love North Mesa. It's just such a great venue.
I know. I know. Sitting on the beach in Florida.
It might as well be, exactly.
Yeah, so Maria Cedillo, the head coach of the Hilltoppers, coaches her way to the first ball game in this ball game, and anyway, and then let's see.
So anyway, go ahead, Gene.
Well, I was going to say we might as well just go ahead and you got anything else you want to add? And then we can just take a break.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll wrap. I'll crunch the numbers in between games, but Cedillo, a great outing for her. Just had struck out, I think six out of seven at one point in this ball game, and just really was dominant. And the Topper offense has been pretty solid throughout this season so far, and we saw that again. Very good. Abby Herrera, obviously a couple of big hits, lead off home run for Cedillo as well. A couple of home runs for the Toppers in this ball game. Just a fine outing, and Toppers in pretty good shape heading into game two. Of course, we will be back in just a few minutes. You're listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel. And we want to thank Carol Clark and the good folks at the Daily Post for keeping us on air here, and for letting us come out and do this. This is what we live for, Gene.
Oh, absolutely. All right.